Hello, the internet. It's kind of a big one for me today because I finished a thing. Okay, so I'm sorry about the glary light thing here. It's kind of bright in here. I'm like in the loft of the house, so there's two massive windows, and I have to, if it's a sunny day, which it is, I have to like close all the curtains in order to get a light that you can see in. And also, apologies if I sound totally incoherent. I mean, that's mostly normal, but I'm also coming down from a migraine and paracetamol up to my eyeballs, so yeah, that's another reason I've got the blinds down. But like, nothing should get in the way of Flosstube, right? And also, I am very excited about this, and I just really need to show it off to somebody who is going to appreciate it. I did already show it to people and they thought it was cool, and yeah, my grandma's relieved that I finished a project for once, and my boyfriend was very suitably impressed by the amount of beads and stuff, although like he hasn't really seen it properly because I've only taken terrible pictures of it. But yeah, I finished Celtic Autumn. I don't even know how this happened. Well, I know how it happened because I had a lot of time to myself in the first week after New Year, and I was just going a bit crazy because of like lockdown and things, and like trying to get jobs, which I have one now, so that's cool. So that all translated into, I mean, this kept me sane, this piece, so, and I'm really happy with it. And it's my first like big finish ever, really, so that is extremely exciting. So without further ado, here she is. Oh gosh, is that, there we go, it's better further away. She's amazing. I love this colour conversion. I'll put the link down below to the blog where I found it. You've probably seen it before, like this is quite a popular conversion, but it's beautiful. She looks so autumnal. I love her auburn hair. And the amount of beads on this thing, oh my goodness. It's my first time doing beading on a project. I really enjoyed it. I've done a little bit of bead work before, so I had some supplies and things. I had beading needles, and I had some of that nylon thread that you use. So I mean, I know you don't need to use that, you can use just ordinary thread, but I had some and it was a pretty neutral colour, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I found it quite good. And it was really enjoyable because I just like playing around with shiny things. So let me see if I can get her a little closer. Hopefully that's not too out of focus. You can see the shinies. It's completely changed the look of it by adding the beads. I love these gold ones as well. They really sparkle and bring it to life. I'm trying to move it around a bit so you can see. It's interesting how it changes the texture of the fabric as well, because this is quite, you know, it's quite soft linen. It feels quite loose, and then the stitched areas are a bit more stiffened or a bit sturdier, and then you add the beads and it's like another layer, and it just feels really nice. I know I shouldn't be putting my fingers all over it, but I want to. They're clean, don't worry. This really nice border. So yeah, that is extremely exciting. I'm very proud of it. I've been hanging it up for now on my bookcase, just kind of weighting it down so that, like a little banner, so that I can enjoy it for the present. And then hopefully I'll be able to sort some framing out. I'm gonna try and get some mount board. What does everyone use when they frame at home? I need to look up some tutorials, but I think it's like the foam core mount board. But I'm pretty confident that I can mount that up and get it in a frame at some point. I was thinking about making a wall hanging, but given that this is so beaded and it's my first big finish and everything, I might as well put it in a frame, and then I can always, you know, change it out the frame if I ever get bored and want to put something else in, or take it out and unmount it. I don't know. So that is my big exciting thing. It was a real sense of achievement. It's great, isn't it, when you finish something and you're like, I did that, and then you keep going past it and like, yeah, I did that. And it looks great. So that has been really nice. Sorry about this kind of flower that you're getting in the foreground. I have a vase here, but it's kind of nice actually because it means you don't see my bin, which is there. There you go. Fab. Okay, I did work on some other things. I've been doing a bit of knitting, which I'll show you at the end of the video. Oh, and actually on that note, I keep all my orts, my little thread ends, in this little bowl. I did some pottery painting with some friends. I have some kind of blobby little flowers on there, but anyway, I keep my thread ends and stuff in here, and you know, they build up after a while, and I've seen some people do ornaments with them, put them inside clear ornaments. You know, you can use them to stuff little pillows with or something, but what I was thinking, because there's so many different colours in here and all sorts, was that I'm also a spinner, and I would quite like to make these into yarn. So I've got some white roving, some beautiful Romney wool, and I thought maybe I could comb these into it and then spin it up, and it would be like little flecks of different colours in the yarn. So I reckon I'm going to give that a go now that I've got a little build up of some, and we'll see how it turns out. I think that'd be quite cool. It would be like a record of past projects, and then, I don't know, maybe I could make a little hat out of it or something. It's more just to see if I can do it, but yeah, I might make a little video out of that actually. That might be fun. Sorry, I had to like unplug a bunch of stuff so that I could put my phone charger in. Right. This is a lifesaver. Got some Roper's tea with frogs on. So yeah, after coming down off that, I was quite motivated to carry on working on some older projects. So I picked up my Death by Cross Stitch. Which I really wanted to get a bit more progress on, and I got a little bit. It's 40 count, and I wasn't really in the mood for that, but I've got a tiny bit. We've got some more here in this border, and then this bird coming out. I love this. I don't know what kind of bird it is. It looks a bit like a heron maybe with the fish. So we've got the other one coming out here. So moving into kind of the page 2 area, which is quite exciting. I like how the contrast of this colour in the fabric is showing up on camera, because sometimes I'm a bit worried about it not being enough, but when you get it in good light, it is very good. Still really enjoying working with the silk on that one. I thought I'm kind of a colourful person, so I thought it might get a bit boring, but it did not, because it's just so nice to work with, and the slight variegation makes it interesting, and yeah, it's really cool. That one's going to take me like a million years, but we'll see. Oh, I forgot to say some things about these. So the Celtic Autumn, it's on a 28 count linen from Sparkleys. That's a UK dyer. It's the first piece of hand-dyed fabric I ever bought. And in fact, I only have two, so this is one of them. And then this is 40 count natural linen. I don't know what company it's from. I think I got it on Etsy somewhere. Yeah. And the next one, oh, I forgot the cover thing. Let me just find it. Okay, so this is the Water Lily Pond by Monet, but in cross stitch, obviously, by the DMC National Gallery collection. And this is another older one, so I was kind of motivated to go back to it. And I even thought, oh, maybe this could be a finish soon. And then I realised it's a full coverage, and I didn't have that much done of it in the first place. So here it is last time. I just realised I've been forgetting to do that, so I'll have to like go back and insert some. And here it is now. So I have been able to get a bit done in here, around here. It was a bit of a switch getting used to full coverage again, but I enjoyed it. It's not quite as intense as the, you know, like the really hardcore full coverage patterns. So it's nice, and these greens are so soothing. So we've got over to the edge here, and hopefully I'll be able to sort of get down, and yeah, so that was really nice. I was kind of like thinking it was a bit of an effort to go back to, because you know, when you haven't worked on something for a while, and then it's just like, oh well, if I want to get that out again, I have to figure out where I was on the chart. I have to, like, I've forgotten what all the symbols are for the threads, so I have to keep checking them, yada yada. But I got over myself and did it, and it was really fun, and I really like it now, so I'll try and keep that out and work on it. Okay, next one, I again don't have a cover. Okay, this is The Enchanted Forest by Owl Forest Embroidery. That's what it's going to look like. So charming. And this is what it looked like last time. Oh, I feel like a real Flosstube person. And then here we are. So I haven't got a lot done really, but I did this beautiful rowan berries, I think, or like some kind of red berry. It looks like a rowan. Either way, you probably shouldn't eat them. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I love this piece so much. There's still a bit of a way to go, which I'm actually quite happy about, because it means that I'll get to have fun stitching this for longer. I don't want it to be over. But there's plenty more from them I want to do, so it's not the end of the world. So So that's everything that I've been working on since the new year. I am about to do a new start. So I know I said that I wasn't going to start this, or like probably not this year, but then I got this fabric for my Fairy Queen, but it wasn't quite right, so I thought I'll use it for something else. And then I kind of thought, oh, hold on a minute. Yellows, blues, reds, it might go quite well. And so then I kitted it up because it was fairly cheap to kit up. All I needed was a few threads. I had this fabric that I'd already bought, had some of the threads already. The beads, I'm going to use stuff that I already have, so I thought I might as well kit that one up, you know, so that I can see what the threads look like on the fabric. So I've done them all up. This is how I like to do my threads when I kit something up myself. If it comes in a kit, I'll just use whatever's there because time. But even though this takes longer than putting it on bobbins because you have to cut all of the lengths. So these are all pre-cut and then just like knotted onto the bobbin. So not the bobbin, the tag. I just made these out of like a chocolate packet. So even though it takes longer, I like it because once this is done, it's so easy. You can just draw the threads out from the back of the hitch. So, and also I just love how they look. It's just like a little ring of colour. These are called jailer's rings, and I just got them on eBay. And it's really handy because now I have, these are all my threads for Dreamer, and yeah, I'm ready to go. I love these colours, they're so like velvety. And I think it's going to work. There's only one or two colours I'm a little bit worried that they won't show up. It's more the sort of pale greens. But given that there's only a little bit of them in, they're sort of in, this is the Dreamer by Mirabilia, by the way. They're only in like the flowers that are on her lap, and some of them are in her hair up here. I think this is the only place where it might blend in a bit, so if it does, I might just give them a bit of back stitching to make it stand out, or I don't know, maybe change it to a different colour or something. But I think it's going to be fine, and I think this will be beautiful actually, because it might be like she's outside, like she's a, you know, I like to think of her as like this medieval lady who's like dreaming of adventure, and maybe she's sort of outside in the summer on this chair. And I really love the green with some of these jewel tones in her dress and her sash, so I think that it's going to work, and actually I'm quite excited about it. So we'll see. I'm actually going to start her today. I know I said I was going to try and do one start for every 2 finishes, but once I have something kitted up, I'm basically incapable of not starting it. And I did have the pattern already, so it's not like it was a completely new thing. And I did finish a big thing, a big fancy thing. So I'm cool with that. I had a bit of a rubbish day yesterday, and I just need something to cheer myself up. And I think this is going to do the trick wonderfully. I'm so excited to start her. She's an old one. She's copyright 1994. So we are almost the same age, which is quite nice. She's out of print now, and I managed to find her for a pretty decent price on eBay. So Once I'm finished with her, I'll probably pass her on so that someone else can enjoy stitching her. Yeah, this is happening. I am very, very excited. It's my first Mirabilia. So there we go. I've heard they're extremely fun and stitchable. Is that a word? Stitchable? Yeah, it is. It is now. So that is coming up today. Hopefully you'll get to see her next time. I'm having like palpitations. And this was quite nice to do just while watching TV actually, or I was hanging out over Zoom with some friends last night and just cutting threads and putting them on these tags and stuff. So if you just whack a movie on or something, or while you're chatting, it's fairly easy to get through them. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of knitting and then I think that's it for me. How are we doing? This is a fairly short one today compared to, you know, what I usually do. But then my last one was like all of my projects. So, nah. Okay. I know you're probably not here for knitting, but I'm kind of a craft octopus and like there's no way that I will be able to stick to just doing this much cross-stitching forever. So this is kind of going to be a multi-craft dual channel. So at the moment, I am knitting this very loud rainbow thing. So this yarn is, I think it's Stellcraft Cabaret. I got it ages ago. I was like, oh my goodness, that's sparkly and rainbow. I've got to do it. And then I decided to try out this. This is kind of my own, it's not really my own design, it's my own construction. So I found this really cool idea, and I'll link below to the pattern that this comes from. Although I don't know if that person invented it either. It's in French, so but it's still like decipherable if you don't speak French, which I do a tiny bit from school. But anyway, it's this really cool 3D braided effect. So you knit just in garter stitch, but you cast off to make this little loop, and then you pull the loops through each other to create the braid, and it is amazing. It's so cool. So I just wanted to play with that really, and then I decided I was going to make a shrug jacket, like just a little kind of cocoon style jacket, because this is quite drapey. It would be nice. And so I decided to just, I'm doing strips and I'm joining them on as I go, because I just thought that would be an interesting construction. And it does actually, I was doing it because I was lazy and I didn't want to cast on a lot of stitches and I wanted to make it up as I went. But actually I like the structure that it gives it, having these joins. So I'm kind of getting that. I'm almost done. So it's got the braided strip. This is seed stitch. And then this is a lace pattern. There you go. And then seed stitch again, and then I'll have another strip of the 3D braid up here. And then I shall hopefully be able to fold it in such a manner as will leave armholes, and then it should, fingers crossed, drape properly like this, and then be a little jacket. But we'll see. I guess we'll find out. But then it will be sparkly and rainbow and it will be glorious. Although actually I'm making this for a friend now, so good times. I'm done. That's it. That's all I have to, you know, offer of my soul this week. So yeah, thanks for making videos and stuff about all of your crafts, because I watch those while I'm doing stuff and it makes me feel less alone. And also I just like to see a bunch of different stuff because I might want to do it. But bye.